we talked a lot about what the spring brought, what it didn't bring. I don't know if it's spring, summer, what it is, but we know one thing, pollen, allergies, they have been really, really bad for a lot of people.
It's a shame.
Apparently there is
the pollen is
no worse city in the country than Washington, D.C. when it comes to allergies. Grass allergies.
Yeah, you see those cotton swabs flying around? Those little cotton, looks like cotton.
So the ranking comes in the middle of Allergy and Asthma Awareness Month. The findings based on grass pollen forecasts, allergen intensity, lawn mowing frequency, and a lot of other things. And many cities were ranked in this survey, including some of the worst others. Reston, Virginia, number 7. So this area's got an issue. Towson, Maryland, at 30. And that's not what we have. Pharmacy editor at GoodRx, Stacia Woodcock, with us today to share some tips on how we can manage this season. Good to have you with us. I think I have never heard people complain more about allergies than this year in recent time, and maybe you're hearing the same.
Oh, absolutely. I'm in New York City, and this is probably the worst season thus far for seasonal allergies.
So, Stacia, could you please explain the different types of allergies and pollen? Can you explain what everybody's going through?
Well, I mean, it's basically flowers blooming, everything's growing, 'tis the season. But researchers are saying that allergy season is starting about 20 days earlier on average. And when that happens, obviously, people want to know what they should take, how they can treat their allergies, what to do, right? So the very best thing for seasonal allergies, ongoing allergies, is a steroid nasal spray. And that's probably surprising. Most people think antihistamines, but a steroid nasal spray basically blocks your immune system response to whatever it is you're allergic to. So the over-the-counter medications like Nasacort, Flonase, Rhinocort, Nasonex, those are going to be your most effective option at keeping your seasonal allergies at bay. The next best option is, yeah, I know, right? The next best option is the oral antihistamine. So medications like Allegra, Zyrtec, Xyzal, Claritin, you take them once a day. They have minimal side effects, and you can take those as a one-off. So like say you're visiting a friend with a cat and you're allergic, you can take that ahead of time, or you can take them every day for seasonal allergies as well. They're just as effective.
So to your point, I mean, is this like, okay, I feel bad, I take it, or should you prepare knowing, okay, it's going to be really bad? I mean, what do you do? Because it's almost like a toss-up. Like, are you doing wrong one way or the other?
Yeah, so you're best off starting these medications, both either or. You can do a steroid nasal spray, an oral antihistamine, or both about 2 weeks before allergy season starts. Now that ship has sailed for a lot of people, but you can still start them now. In order to get the most effect, though, you really need to use them every day. You can't really just do it sort of as needed in order to get the most. What you can use as needed is an antihistamine eye drop. So if you look like you're crying all the time, like I do when you go outside, you can use an antihistamine eye drop to help stop that. And there's also an antihistamine nasal spray that works really quickly in like 15 minutes. So that's great if you're going to go for a run or you're going for an outdoor event and you're going to be outside longer than normal and you need like a boost to your normal daily allergy meds. That's where those things can really come into play on an as-needed basis.
Gotcha, Stacia. I stayed away from as many medications as I possibly could because they would make me so drowsy. Are you telling me that the Flonase and all those other the steroid ones do not make me drowsy and won't have those side effects like the Benadryls and everything?
Exactly. That's why these medications are so great. The nasal spray, they can irritate your nose a little bit with long-term use, but they're not going to make you sleepy. Most of the newer oral antihistamines also are not going to make you sleepy. They have very minimal side effects. You can still use those older antihistamines, the Benadryl, the chlortrimeton, things like that. They work, but you have to take them way more often. They have way more side effects, and they're not appropriate for a lot of people, like older folks. And if you have bladder issues or certain health conditions, you really shouldn't be taking those. So the newer antihistamines have way less side effects, and they're a lot safer and more effective.
Oh, I'm on my way to get some Flonase.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm to go
That's really good to hear because I think people, there are people who don't want to take medication. They got a headache, they'll write it out. They have sinus issues or allergies, they'll write it out. But sometimes, to your point, it's so difficult that you want as least medication, if you will, in you or something that's not going to have as many side effects. So good to hear. What about lifestyle adjustments? Like, can we do anything in our day-to-day that will help at least minimize what we're suffering?
Yeah, so when you go outside, wear a hat, wear sunglasses. You can wear a mask if your allergies are really bad. They also make these awesome nasal filters that like pop right into your nose that help filter allergens out, and you can't even tell that you're wearing them. When you come back into your house, take your shoes off immediately. Wash your face. You can use a nasal irrigation rinse to sort of like rinse out your sinuses, so any allergens that you inhaled like get flushed away and you won't respond to them. And you can also get a HEPA filter for your home. If you don't have central air that's already filtered, getting an air purifier can make a huge difference in the air that's in your home to reduce those allergens.
Oh yeah, we got those in the bedroom.
Okay.
You almost
I'm
need them
gonna
at
go
this
ahead
point.
and rinse my nose out. Is that what's that? Neti pot?
The neti pot.
Neti pot.
Those are
Neti
great.
pot,
Give me a neti
yeah.
pot.
Yeah.
Neti pot and Flonase, here I come.
There you go. PharmMD, pharmacy editor at GoodRx, Stacia Woodcock. So good to have you with us and giving us some of those really good tips.
Yeah,
I think,
I need it.
especially when we're number one on the list, we
And-
need them.
Yes.
I have a hack for you, too. A lot of people don't know this, but if you get your doctor to write you a prescription for an over-the-counter allergy medication, you can use discount cards like GoodRx to reduce the cost.
Perfect. There you go.
And save some money.
And
So you
save
got to
some
come
money.
back every year.
Yeah. Good having you with us, especially when we're top of the list. We needed this today. Thank you so much.